Yo, what is good, guys? Look what we got back. ECU, finally. It's only been a week and a half or 2 weeks, I can't remember, but you're coming back to life, girl. Can't wait. This is going to be a very quick installation of the ECU. I'm not going to go into depth on too much of this if I show much of it at all. Since the previous video was the removal of the ECU, it's pretty much that in reverse. So it's just a matter of putting the ECU in, getting the tank, putting the tank back on, and putting all the cables back into the bottom of the tank, and then pretty much just putting the fenders back on. So yeah, just make sure when you do this, you have everything ready to go. And oh, also, I forgot. Also, this seat, it's not going back on the bike. I'll show you that a bit later on, but this seat is not going back on. So remember that. So this seat, no more. But anyway, let's get back into it, and I will see you guys when I start putting this back together. But I will hope that my ECU is fine. Please be okay. Also, I've got new mirrors and stuff coming. I got heaps of new stuff coming. I've got an order on the way as well, which if you've seen my community posts, it's kind of hinting at what it is, but you don't know who it's from or what it's by and how much of things I'm getting. So stay tuned for the next videos that are coming out as well, because they're going to be pretty cool. But yeah, let's get started with this. I talk too much. Alright, so typical Kelpie fashion. So I haven't seen this yet, but there is a note here, and let me just see. Okay, so it has my name on it. They are so personalized, guys. If you go through Kelpie for their exhaust or like the tune or anything, they always send you a letter, so it's so cool. But so here's the letter. Yeah, these guys are legends, man. Like, you really got to give them credit for like customer service. They are amazing. They just go above and beyond for like everything. Ah, I ripped it. No. Ah. Trying to get it out one hand, it doesn't work. Man, these guys are legends. I think that's it. I think that should be it. Cool. So this is our ECU. I don't want to rip that sticker. Maybe I don't have to. Oh, the sticky tape as well. Alright. Man, that presentation and stuff's sick. Alright, so this is our ECU. I don't believe they give us a sheet of the dyno tune. It's so loud. But yeah, ECU is just inside here. So yeah, let's get this ECU into this bike. Alright, I'll meet you guys over there. So yeah, so here's our ECU. I believe it should be fine to keep the sticker on it. I don't think there's going to be any issues with keeping anything on there. But yeah, time to slide you on in. Alright, so ECU is in place. All these cables should just click in. That one on the far left, the bigger one, you do have to, if you do put the ECU in first, you just have to kind of put your fingers underneath it and make sure that the, like, what do you call it, the plastic casing is flipped around and under, just so it's locked in properly. But yeah. Alright, so just when putting the tank on, I can show you guys here. See? Oh, if it wants to focus. Come on. Focus on this part, not that part. Alright, so this part in the top left, I'll try to put an arrow there, has to slide into this other part here, and I'll put an arrow there. So then that's going to line up the tank, okay? Okay, so just like real world problems. I can't even speak. When you get the tank on, you have to like kind of finesse it and wiggle it into place. So these bolts kind of line up. So you will find that you have to kind of like wiggle it and push as much as you can as well. Once you get those, like kind of like those knobs on the tank. Yes, it's a case of like pushing and wiggling, and then you should be sweet. Then it's just a matter of plugging all these cables kind of back into where they need to go, and the ones underneath should be good. So much harder putting the tank back together than it is taking it off. Alright, so we had this one here in, and it plugged in where it was back under here too, just here. Now it's just a matter of getting the ones underneath the tank done, and then I will start it up after doing so, just to hope that it starts. There's no point in putting everything back together if it doesn't want to start, so bear with me. Alright, so that cable is back connected again, this one's connected again, and the one behind it's connected again. So, I believe we should be able to start it now. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm 90% sure everything's plugged in properly. So, I did just fasten these down, just hand tight. Just because... Oh yeah, I turned the key off. Because I knew I wasn't going to use it for a while. Just with these keys as well. If you hold this button, you can turn it on and off. So if I want to turn it off, that's off. That's on. So now I should be able to do that. You hear the click, it turns on. Moment of truth. This is going to be really loud, so I'm not even going to bother trying to talk. That's cool. I believe VCycleNut did say that if you get an engine light, then it's because, obviously because you're changing different things to the ECU, but I don't know if that's primarily because most of these have the 2 oxygen sensors, whereas in Australia we only have the 1. I don't know if that's a reason as to why. But yeah, all good. It's working. I can put the bike back together. And then I'll show you the seat. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, catch you guys in a minute. Okay, just a little advice for anyone that's trying to put these plastics back on. I don't know if you want to call them winglets or fairings. I did just get these ones here on. If you're having issues with this one right here, so this is the one that sits at the back, up the top here, up here. You want to unpop it from this to make it like, a second if I can do this with one hand. So you want to make it like this. So then when you push it in, it goes back to normal, like this. You don't want to keep it popped in. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put the plastic back on. So make sure you have it popped all the way out. So like this. So if that's why you're finding that you can't get the plastics back on, that's why. So as you can see here, this is just that that winglet here. So if you have it out like that, then it's just a case of pushing it back in like that, and then it's locked in. Same with the ones on the insides here. You just have to push them in. You don't have to screw them in at all. They just push in, so it makes it way easier, and it still looks very clean, like it never happened. Okay, so just pop this one back on, push it down, push the center down as well to make sure it locks on that silly little lock mechanism that's in there. Screw the bolts back down with the hex key, and then same with these ones here. Hand tight is pretty tight, and then you probably have to like just give it one more little reef on each one, and yeah, they're done. Now it's just putting the seats back on and good to go. Speaking of seats, what's that? I was waiting months and months and months and months for this to finally come back in stock. So this is the OEM seat, comfort seat, and it looks so good. I thought this would be a good present after, having that little operation. So, yeah, let's see how it fits. Should just be the same as the normal seat and just slide on in. Maybe. Oh, it's a bit tight. Oh, what's going on? Why are you being a bit funny? Maybe I should use 2 hands to get it back on. Alright, maybe I'll use 2 hands. It's a bit tight, so yeah. But anyway, that's kind of what it looks like, but I'll obviously push it down a bit more. But yeah, I'll show you when I've got it all on. Yeah, catches in a minute. Alright, so she does fit. She's just like snug as a bug, and you can kind of see a bit of a gap in here. You can see the light through the seat. Weird, but it is all the way home. Like, I'll see if we can put a light on. So you can see it is all the way in there, as far as it will go. But yeah, I don't know, Captain. Bit of a weird one. I mean, it does fit. It's just very snug. Yeah, alright, I'll put the back seat on and get geared up and ready to go. Alright, so that's with the comfort seat on, by the way. I didn't get the rear because they had already sold out. This was the very last one that they had in stock. But as for the pillion seat, I mean, yeah, I might just get a cover for that anyway. It's not really like have pillions anyway, so you know, is what it is. Yeah. So there we have it. So that's what it looks like with the comfort seat on there. I didn't get the comfort seat for the rear. Don't really have a need for it, and I'm not paying $160. I mean, maybe later to make it look uniform, but as it stands, I don't really think it needs it. But I am weirded out by the way it sits here. It looks like it's a bit too high. I might have to double check that, but yeah, we'll see. I'll catch you guys when we're on the bike.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? As always, I'm putting my gloves on because that seems to be a consistent thing that I'm always doing. You can see I've got the GoPro at the front here. I'm not going to be using that one though, so that was just from my last ride. As you can see as well, I do have new mirrors. I got them from obviously AliExpress because I'm not paying $300 for the same mirrors. So yeah, this is post custom tune from Kelpie. So I have ridden it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fault that one. Just because the weather's been absolutely terrible. You might see like there's some wet spots still, so hasn't been a good day to ride or good days to ride. But I will say this: you do get an engine light. I know at the end of the video that you would have seen in here where I said there's no engine light. There was an engine light when I actually started riding it, and you cannot change your riding modes until it goes away. It does go away on its own, but you're stuck in the riding mode that you left it when you took the ECU out. So, recommendation, put it in a custom mode so then you can change the modes that you want. The engine light doesn't stay on for very long, so you should be fine. But yeah, so after going to the fuel station, turning it off and on pretty much, like, I think it was on the third time I turned it on, was when the engine light went away. It wasn't quite 50 kilometers, it was more like 20, if that. So I did like 3 power cycles of it, so I did ride for like 2 minutes, turn it off, turn it back on, ride, turn it off, turn it back on, rode to the fuel station, turn it off, turn it back on, and then it was fine. So if you have any issues with the engine light, it does go away. As for the comfort seat, it's pretty cool. Was it worth $200, $210? Meh, I don't know. Each to their own though, but it's cool. It's not as like solid as the OEM seat, so it's fine. The mirrors, I don't know. I don't know if I like them. I don't think I do. I only got them because the bar ends just take up too much space. Like especially if you're trying to like funnel through traffic, or like trying to like put it in the garage and go between cars. It's just a bit much, and there's a reason why as well, but I can't tell you. You have to find that one out soon. But yeah, let's go for a ride. It definitely pulls, like holy, it pulls, but it's good. It's good. It's really good. I cannot be more happy with it. It's hot now. I'm hot. This helmet's way too tight. It's way too hot. Ready? Steady? It's so good without the baffle. So now there is no restriction, it's just pure airflow. Yeah, so let me get up a few gears. So yeah, so it does reduce fuel efficiency, that's for sure. I'm still kind of gauging like how much fuel I actually have, because it does tend to guzzle a lot more. Like this will say my range is like 80 kilometers left, and then I'll ride for like 2 more minutes and it'll say there's 100 left. It's like, oh, okay. I know it did do that before, like especially if you gave it the beans, and then like started cruising, then gave it the beans and started cruising, it does the same thing stock. But this will do it just constantly. Like it doesn't matter if you give it beans and then coast, it will just pretty much change its mind on the fuel however it so pleases. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. Like I went, because I went and fueled up, and I thought there was only like half a tank left because it was telling me that there was only 80 kilometers. Went to go fuel up, and then it cost me, I think, $5 in fuel. So yeah, complete waste of time, and it was only because, like, yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the new fueling and how long I can actually ride for before it actually needs fuel. So I smell food. I'm hungry. What's the time? I think it is lunchtime. Doggy. But yeah, no, this tune is absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend it. And if you do put a full system exhaust on that doesn't have a catalytic converter, yeah, you have to get a tune. Like this one, you could probably get away with it if you kept the baffle in, just because it's got the high flow cat. But since, you know, I wanted the baffle out just to get the high flow from it without the baffle restricting it, I kind of had to get it tuned because of that. Like, because I wanted to ride with the baffle out just to get the grunt of it and the throaty bass of it. And I don't regret it. I mean, the only thing I regret is my hearing's gonna suck soon. And audio quality of these videos, I have yet to decide if they're gonna be any good, because, you know, I haven't done a full video with this, like with the baffle out and talking and after the tune. So it is way louder after the tune as well, so, but it makes really good noises. I like it. I will say though, it doesn't pop as much. Like the pops and bangs aren't as prominent as what they were before. So I don't know, it's good and it's bad. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Some of those things, you get something and you take something, you know? You can't have everything. But on decel it definitely pops, and it's got the fuel cut removal as well, so now I can like kind of coast to a stop instead of the engine braking just absolutely annihilating me. Because I know when you take off, like, your hand off the throttle, it just goes and then you kind of just like get super choked up, and you almost fall off the front of your bike because of how much engine braking there is because of emission standards and crap. But now that that's gone, you can kind of like just happily coast. It's more responsive. Second gear, wowee. I'll see if I can go somewhere where I can kind of demonstrate second gear. Probably wasn't a good idea coming into town on this ride if I was trying to demonstrate that, but I kind of do wish I did a 0 to 100 like pre-tune, but you know, it is what it is. But second gear now second gear has no lag now, so that's kind of amazing. I'll show you so you need to like shut up and like when it's going. Alright, let's go. Second gear, 30 kilometers an hour. Just absolutely fools. Where am I going? Where is this? Yeah, it just... Oh yeah, and I'm in street mode. I wasn't even in sport mode. But yeah, there's like no lag now with second gear. It's just there. See if I can go somewhere else as well. Yeah, it's very loud. It's good, it's just loud. Yeah, let's put it in sport mode. I can't do it up this street because this is only a 50 street. Maybe up that street. I can't even get that way. Wait, I can. Oh, I'll go this way. That's annoying. It just rips, man. It rips. It's so good. My earplugs are like falling out of my ears, and it's absolutely caning my ear right now. But content, you know, content. Yeah, it's good because it's so much smoother now as well with the throttle. Nelly. Trying to find somewhere that's like on a street that I can show you guys. This is, oh, I don't know how it is. Do you see what I mean? And see, look, it's just coasting to a stop. It's not like abruptly like stopping me either. So I can like kind of like coast into like first gear and such. But yeah, it's amazing. I definitely recommend. And I don't know, wheelies, they're a bit more sketchier now. It likes to go up and straight back down because like it just, yeah, it's just so much power at the top, at the bottom end. So, but yeah, you can pretty much like take off in any gear and it just has power just there. Wait, maybe I should go right. Let's go this way. Like the power's just there. Whoa! I don't know if you've seen that on the camera because of the stabilization, but like, I just got like pulled back like by that, and that wasn't even full throttle either, and I just got like rinsed back into into the back seat. Oh, so good. These MT09s, man. Such good bikes. Like, and you wonder why people say that like they get this bike and they don't want anything else. This is like the bike to get. It's like third gear, like and I noticed when I went on the highway, like I had a pillion on the back, so passenger, and I was in like 5th or 6th gear, and I could still pull like on the highway with a passenger to overtake people. Like the gearing, they also like kind of like change the gearing to make them longer, especially like towards like I think 3rd gear, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are a bit longer. So you can kind of go higher speeds in those gears as well. So that's cool. Makes it more enjoyable. So you're not like changing gears constantly. Yeah, but this second gear, man, oh, it's so much better now. I have no idea. I know, I do know where I am now. Man, I don't even know if any of this footage is actually going to be usable. Just on the basis of... go down this way. Oh, that's a army station? Fire station? What is that? Sorry. I didn't read it. I didn't want to go back and turn around if I didn't have to. The perks of being on a motorcycle, eh? Woo! Oh, those pops are so crisp too. Yeah, see, these mirrors, like, they're cool and all, but they kind of, like, get in the way of my gloves. Just kind of not fun. Oh wait, if I go straight up here, I can... Oh, well, I don't know. We don't want that. Not that we're doing anything wrong, it's just that we don't want that. But, you know. Maybe I can go up here to the left and then turn right. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I mean, this isn't a full video of riding or talking or anything like that. This is literally just trying to show you guys the ECU flash and how amazing it is. Definitely go get one. And like, you know, thank you so much to Kelpie for actually doing the flash as well and actually being able to offer that as a service. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have known who else to go to. I mean, dyno bikes in Melbourne would have been another option, but like I don't know if they do Kelpie because. Oh, do you see that pickup in second? But yeah, because Kelpie's like a brand that nobody talks about. Because I mean, they are pretty specialized in the bikes that they do. So you know, they don't do the. I don't think they do Kelpie exhaust for like BMWs or Kawasaki's. I think it's mainly just Yamaha that they focus on. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, nobody really knows too much about them. So it kind of sucks in that regard. But it's cool because it's more unique if you have one. Especially since they're like Australian as well, so it's kind of like easier for Aussies to get them, and then like Americans can see them and go, "Whoa, that's cool," you know, like yeah, it's cool, it's unique, I like it, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because I think I've showed enough so far. But yeah, so in this video, you know, you would have seen the installation of the ECU, which was pretty much the reverse of the removal video. So yeah. I don't know what I'm saying, but peace out guys, see you guys in the next video. There's something really cool coming, and I can't tell you what it is yet, but it's cool. You've kind of seen a preview of what it is, so I can't wait to actually do a video on it. But yeah, peace out guys, ride safe.